Hello, world. My name is Stephen Hensley, and today is Saturday, August 21st, 2021. It is 2:09 p.m., and the intentions, expectations, and will for this video or event are just to explore concepts of songwriting and stuff. Um, Essentially, my dream and fantasy is to become a professional uh, recording artist and songwriter. I wanted to be a professional artist and like songwriter and storyteller my entire life, and I've never really taken it too seriously. I guess, kind of like, kind of sort of seriously, but like, uh, not serious enough to where I've accomplished anything. So I'm trying to be more accomplished as an artist, as my goal for the next stage of my life. I want to be a more prolific artist, and I want to be able to. I want to be able to. I mostly need to practice songwriting, which I need to get just in the habit of doing. I'd like to get in the habit of writing a song a day. But in order to get in the habit of writing a song a day, I have to get in the habit of just writing a song. Uh, I've yet to be able to get like any sort of song out of me lately. I haven't written a song in like 8 years. My hair's all fucked up right now. Bad hair day. There you go. Better. Um, fooling with it. uh, so I don't really know how to begin exploring all of this. Um, I think I'd like to make like a video series of all of this. I'd like to do this on a regular basis. Try to like explore songwriting. Probably in the future, more often than not, using a DAW or a digital audio workstation, a DAW. Uh, Probably GarageBand, being I have it for free on my Mac. Maybe someday I'll upgrade to using um, Ableton Live. I'd like to be able to use Ableton Live for my work, but it's like a $400 application or software or whatever. So I have to wait until I save up to get that, and I want to wait until I know what I'm doing, kind of, or like until I have a greater idea of what I'm doing. It's like I don't need fancy software to write a song. I need fancy software to sort of do fancy shit. And I don't really know that I need to do fancy shit as much as I need to apply myself. If that makes any sense. I have a habit of like buying crap and like not using it, and like thinking that I'm gonna be using it for songwriting or something like that, or it'll help make me a more like prolific songwriter, like I was saying before, like it inspire me or motivate me to write, and it usually doesn't. I mean, I guess it kind of does. I mean, usually when I buy something, I get inspired by it for a little bit, and I'll play with it for a while. But oftentimes, it's like too complicated or convoluted or whatever for me to understand too well, and so I ultimately set it down, don't pick it back up. Like I bought a lot of softwares or applications of, or a lot of like synthesizer app or synthesizer plugins for the iPad, um, or synthesizer apps, which are fun, but like they're kind of like toys or whatever. Um, you can get some good sounds out of them sometimes. They're not as like useful as a plugin for like a DAW or the digital audio workstations like GarageBand. Um, anyway, yeah, so I'm wanting to start getting into songwriting and like uh, try to I don't know. I want to I want it to become professional. I want to treat my uh, I want to treat this as like a career opportunity. I want to treat this with respect and a whole lot of passion and drive. And I've never really done that before. Uh, I've never taken music very seriously or tried to approach it like a career too much. I've always just approached it as something I did as like a passion project or something fun or entertaining to do, something to pass the time. Now it's like I'm wanting to uh, learn how to communicate better. I've been on a mission to communicate better for like the past like 8 years or so, or 9 years, since I went to school and took a public speaking course. I've been trying to get better at public speaking and like communication in general. Um, I'd like to I'd like to treat my my career like an exploration of art and music as a recording artist and producer. I want to sing and write songs and produce songs and like explore all that stuff really deeply. I have a pretty deep curiosity for art and music and like science and creation. And so like I don't know, I'm like, really passionate about it. I'm just like deeply confused about like uh, where to kind of start or how to begin with any of this. seems like some other like YouTube stars and stuff like that are so much more fluid with their uh, act in front of the camera. I haven't built up that relationship with my audience yet or with the camera. So please forgive me for my awkwardness and like my not knowing how to do something or had like I don't know. I'm trying to be as informative as I can and trying to be as open and creative as I can, uh, so that we can go on this journey together. Um, I'm wanting to create uh, opportunities and permission for people to explore uh, their consciousness and body and stuff like that with my music. And I want to help people express themselves as an artist. And I want to directly address uh, the art community because I know like they're the ones who pay attention and listen to the actual lyrics and stuff like that. I want to basically be like an informant, um, like being in the military and government, being an informant and try to lead by example as an artist for the art community and just try to like example the best performance I can as an artist. It's really important to me that I like accomplish some of this, that I succeed in some way. It's like my family has put a lot uh, into supporting the arts and stuff in our household, and I want to show that like uh, I'm passionate and committed and like have been paying attention and stuff. I think I have been. We'll see. I'm pretty bad at paying attention to what's going on. I have a pretty poor attention span. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to have like a better attention span and a better memory and stuff like that. It's really quite difficult. Um, so yeah, songwriting. I wish I knew how to like communicate my thoughts behind songwriting or songwriting. I wish I was a better speaker than what I am. But like I don't know, I'm wanting to break the code or crack the code on hit songwriting. I know a lot of people on YouTube are trying to do that as well. And I've been trying to learn from them with no avail, with no real luck or success. Um, I feel really sort of bummed out and like unfortunate for not being a better uh, writer and speaker than I am. Like I don't know what I need to do in order to become a better writer or better speaker or any of that stuff. Other than just like practicing and rehearsing and like applying myself. So I've been trying to do that for years, and I haven't really broken through uh, too much at getting better at writing and public speaking. I seem to be in like a plateau. So that means I'm probably on the verge of a pretty big breakthrough once I find it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm trying to create like a better dialogue between myself and my audience, and as well as a better inner dialogue. Um, I'm trying to uh, frame things in my head differently than I have in the past. Um, and I'm trying to try different techniques and tools and talents for resolving and dissolving sadness and depression from my life. Um, I have a really terrible time with negative self talk. I really tend to get down on myself quite hard. I call myself all sorts of names and just offensive language and emotions and thoughts and things. Really very toxic. Um, on top of that, I'm a schizophrenic, and so it's like I hear things and see things that do not exist and are not there. Um, and oftentimes, these things will have negative affects or motivations or drives or whatever you want to call it. It'll just be sort of nightmarish hallucinations and events in my life. Um, and it's been very irritating and quite like distracting. And so I'm trying to work with all that stuff with my art. I'm trying to discover how to work with my consciousness in my body so I can be a prolific artist and be kind of wise and profound. I want to be like insightful and inspiring as an artist. I also want to be a kind of like what are they doing next artist. Like I want people to wonder what my next move is going to be in the world or in this game we call life, and how I'm going to like surprise my audience or what I'm going to bring to the table next. I want people to be anticipating something uh, great from me on a regular basis. I just don't know if that's something I can expect of myself uh, as like a consistent thing or as a talent, or if I'm gonna have like hits here and there and few and far between, or if I'm gonna be like a one-hit wonder, or if I'm not gonna have any hits at all. It's like a real curious thing for me. I want to be like a megastar like Katy Perry. She like writes all sorts of hits all the time. and it's like I really admire her work and her passion for the craft and her audience and everything. She's a really remarkable artist and a fantastic celebrity. I think she's done a wonderful job with her celebrity prowess and her talents and everything. She hasn't been in the on TMZ too much in bad ways or anything like that. Uh, I don't know. It's just I think she's done a pretty remarkable job at it. I think she leads by a really good example. Um, as do people like Taylor Swift and stuff. They lead by really good examples of what it means to be a celebrity or a human being on this planet. Um, I want to explore human freedoms with my expression and my art. Um, I want to make a big deal of trying to example fantasy and dreams on the earth here in America with my music and my artwork. I really like fantasy. Again, Katy Perry is like my favorite artist. She does a wonderful job at storytelling and creating fantasies for her audience. Um, I think she's probably one of the greatest songwriters in history. I'm really excited for the coming future to see what she does next. She's one of those artists that you hear or that I would consider what are they doing next artist. So I'm really fascinated by her work, and I'm really fascinated by what her interests are, and I don't know, she's my favorite celebrity in the world or in history, so I'm quite fascinated with her. Um, but yeah, I want to be able to uh, tell stories to my audience to create change in the world and in their lives and my own and everything. Uh, I feel as though I can use influence and suggestion to create change in the world or inspire change in the world, and I can lead by an example, and that example will be entertained by my audience if I do it well. It is something that is fascinating to me, kind of like monkey see, monkey do, or the 100th monkey theory, where it's there's this story of monkeys on an island, and the idea this idea of the collective unconscious, super unconscious, and how talents can be inherited by a species uh, with no real direct connection. There's no way for them to hang out with each other, but they still learn the same thing. Like how we've learned things all over history, or have similarities in religion all over history too. Um, there's a whole bunch of uh, Christ-like figures throughout history, and that's pretty fascinating. I love world religion and world history as a whole. and I'd really like to add to like the American mythos. Um, like I'd really like to add to American history in a deep way. I'd really like to be impactful, um, or have a really big impact on the world as an artist. I have really big goals and great inspirations or aspirations. Great inspirations too, but great aspirations and like a whole lot of drive to do something positive and really remarkable with my talents and my opportunities. Um, I feel as though I think I said this before. I want to treat my career as like a sport or as something serious like the military and government. That's my intention, or that's what I expect of myself, is to treat music with respect and uh, with great intentions. I think there's a lot that I have to learn. It's like I want to start learning music from like the ground up, as if I'm heading into it with no uh, prior knowledge or experience. Um, because I don't really have a formal education or a formal uh, awareness or knowledge of music too much. I don't know much about music theory or anything like that. So I pretty much do know nothing. I want to make sure I go into uh, this reality or this paradigm of my life, this this section of my life with a open mind and heart and a clear conscience and with a whole lot of good uh, like heartfelt intentions and will towards this whole experience. I really have a lot of high hopes, and I need to get that dealt with because I'm gonna like let myself down. I think, and I don't want to let myself down so much or so terribly that I don't get back up and try again. I don't want to fail so terribly that I don't try anymore. Just because I have intentions or expectations or the will to be like someone like Katy Perry, it doesn't mean I'm going to be like a mega star like Katy Perry or a superstar or whatever you want to say. Just because I feel that way or want that doesn't mean it's going to happen for me. So I got to stay positive and stay driven and motivate myself to stay committed. I want to like discipline it in such a way, or discipline myself in such a way that it is like the military and government, like I said. Because it's like I really want to take it seriously. And I really want to make a career out of uh, my talents and my ability to express myself. It's like a magic trick to me, and so I want to like perfect that magic trick. Um, I want to be consistent and dependable. I want people to be able to rely on me when it comes to uh, my music and my artwork and my brand. I want to create like a almost like a brand promise, um, just through exampling in my artwork. Uh, like the quality of music I'm going for, and like the quality of character I feel I am and stuff like that. I want to have faith in exampling myself and expressing myself in my media, uh, and working with my character and personality and whatever other resources I can discover that that I have access to and can take advantage of to um, bring joy and uh, love to the world. Um, I really want to help people open up and express themselves, and I want to help people feel different and better. I want to help people feel uh, really good. I want to help inspire people to live their lives, and I kind of want to example everything I know of like God, Jesus Christ, and America in my music and in my artwork. Uh, I want to live as close to God and Jesus Christ as I can, and be like as virtuous as a person as I can be. I want to example virtues and uh, argue and fight against sin, like I'm on a diet. Cause I've noticed that like kind of this like sins of the flesh is a serious thing. I feel as though if I keep a mind on it, I have a better uh, time of, or I enjoy my life more if I have a focus on more virtues than I do sins. Like I feel better inside as a soul, whatever, if I'm practicing virtue. I don't exactly know what the virtues are offhand, but like I know they're like the opposition or opposites of the seven deadly sins. Um, I'm really wanting to explore this one film called The Secret too with my artwork. There's this film called The Secret by Rhonda Burns. It's like a self help documentary kind of thing, and like it talks about um, like visualization and manifestation and stuff, and the law of attraction, and that essentially like we can uh, focus ourselves in like our intentions and expectations and will, and we can like divine or manifest things into our nature or our reality or into our lives through this law of attraction thing. And so I want to make uh, like a habit of exploring this secret thing or this law of attraction, and like the light attracts, or other principal light laws of physics with my artwork, because like I just find it fascinating. I'm fascinated by physics. I would love to be a physicist, and I'd love to be a philosopher, but like I wouldn't know like where to begin with that sort of thing. It's not my strength or my strong suit. I have like a terrible memory, and I'm not very well educated. I don't have a formal education to speak of. I dropped out of school in seventh grade, and like I don't know, I kind of regret it, but like I don't know how I could have coped in school or with school. I just didn't fit in, and I tried my best. I did my best, the best I could, and like it just didn't work out for me. I still haven't gotten my GED or anything like that, so it's like I'm really like a grade school dropout with no uh, diploma or no equivalency, and that's okay. It is what it is. It's like most of that stuff is just sort of like uh, like for show. I guess like that. Like I feel as though you can succeed in reality without a diploma or a GED. It's just hard to find a job without a diploma or a GED. I'm not really looking to find a job. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I'm looking to create a career for myself, or like basically establish an income and be more entrepreneurial or creative than just working for someone else. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see what happens. Um, I'm really wanting to be more informative about things I discover about being a recording artist and musician, and like tools of the trade and techniques. Like there's certain things like I don't know. There's certain uh, things like call and response. We go, can I get a hey? Hey, can I get a ho? Oh, and your audience is responding. They're doing a response to your call. That thing's pretty awesome. You hear that quite often in music. There's all kinds of stuff like that that's really neat that you never hear anybody really talk about. I'd really like to talk about like different strategies and tactics and techniques that artists use to communicate. and like maybe a little bit of a reason why they're getting their results. I'd love to know why artists are getting the results that they're getting. I love to like kind of model and reverse engineer or break down uh, what artists are doing to get whatever results they're getting. I don't necessarily know that I'm that smart. Um, I don't want to create any more work for myself than what's necessary. I want to focus uh, my efforts on songwriting and kind of whatever revolves around that, songwriting and production. Um, I really want to establish a better relationship with my audience and my camera. Uh, so I'm more comfortable and less anxious in front of the camera and more confident and comfortable in front of the microphone and while speaking to my audience. Boy, I really want to understand uh, facets or aspects of storytelling, of writing, like plot. Um, and I want to understand better the structure of songwriting, like the intro, verse, chorus, out thing, whatever it is. It's like a song structure. When there's a few song structures out there that exist. Uh, there's very common ones. I think the intro, verse, chorus, out is a very popular one. Or something similar to that. I think that's a good place to start. Um, Two, it's like I want to set up a space for me to start recording music. Like a little studio space where I have a keyboard controller or a MIDI controller and my laptop and kind of like my instruments and stuff set up. I just want to explore the craft or art of music and the science of it. And I want to create this game I call Metaphorical Mind Chess. I have I have communicating with my audience. It's like kind of like a social challenge. So I'm trying to like challenge myself to communicate better with my audience and get sort of um, feedback from my audience, from you, um, through social networking and whatever other means possible. I'm just trying to further my education on how to communicate well and how to get my needs met. It's like my biggest thing is I want to learn how to communicate with myself and to my audience as well as I can so I can have my needs met and like work on my wants, wills, and desires until they become needs. Like I said, it's kind of like a magic trick to me. Manifestation is like one of my favorite things to think about and talk about and like kind of fantasize about. I've been working on this kind of feeling for a long time. I'm going for a certain like experience with uh, my work as I progress and grow and mature. And I feel like I'm striking the right chord lately with my videos and stuff. I'm really thankful. I feel really very blessed as a person. Um, I feel less dumb and I feel happier than what I have in some time. I just wish I could break through to an audience at some point or like somehow. I think in order to do that, I need to start creating more um, refined media as a content creator. I'd really like to create like a YouTube series to explore art and music and make them really short videos, like 3.5 to 10 minutes long or so, and just make them like uh, really like easily digestible and really sort of helpful and informative. I don't exactly know what I'll do just yet, but like it's something I've wanted to do for probably 15 years. I just haven't really refined myself to that point yet. I've had a dream of creating my own like sort of like university thing using YouTube. To another like concept I want to explore with my music is the occult. I want to study world religion, world history, and the occult um, as an overall theme in my music. And for those who don't want to Google what the occult is a study of the paranormal and supernatural. Um, so, like the idea of magic and the angels and stuff like that, I think are all paranormal and supernatural, as well as like spirituality. I think is like paranormal and supernatural. I think the spirit is paranormal and supernatural. Like you think of ghosts and stuff, and that's usually considered paranormal. So, world history, world religion, and the occult. Um, and I want to be like a practicing like a I want to be practicing like magician and alchemist. I want to explore uh, dreams and the imagination as being magic to me. Like with my dreams and imagination, all I see is like sparkly, like glittery shit. And that's about as close to magic as I've ever seen in reality. So I want to explore that concept really badly and see what I can like spark in the imagination and in people's dreams and things. I want to see what I can like influence in the world as like a social experiment. I really want to see like more celebrity in the world. I love celebrity in America and around the world. I think it's one of the funnest and silliest things in like on Earth or in history. Um, like my dream, obviously, is to become a rich and famous celebrity, and to play that as like a game with my audience. That's what I call metaphorical mind chess. It's like a social challenge in a like a role playing game. I drank my water too fast and gave myself a stomach ache, so please forgive me. I'm going to take a break real quick. So I'm really wanting to. I'm wanting to start writing songs on camera. Once I get comfortable writing songs by myself, I want to start like record myself like I am now, writing a song from scratch, so I can help others who are struggling as artists explore songwriting and music and art and everything. My way of giving back to the community. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go. My stomach's hurting really badly. Thank you for watching. Peace. Love you, God, and love you, everybody. Namaste. Peace.